Hey, this Sunday is Serve Sunday. So Serve Sunday, if you don't know, is an opportunity for everyone who's interested in learning a little bit more about how to be involved in what God is doing here at MCC and through us in our community and actually even around the world. You get to come over, ask questions, kind of check out what we do and how you might be involved. And my hope is that your faith has been encouraged by what someone else has done as they were serving here. And so that you get the chance to do that too. So I have asked Kim, who is our Connections Director, to join me on this and to share with you just a little bit about this Sunday.
Okay, so Mike, did you know that one of our high values at MCC and an expectation for all of our members is that every week we worship 1 hour and we serve 1 hour?
I am aware of that.
I bet you knew that. So that's what we want you to do because everyone can serve somewhere.
Oh yeah, no, there's all kinds of things that we get to do around here, right?
For sure. I mean, a lot of things. So every week, all the time, our staff is here to help you to discover ways that you can use your gifts in the church or in the community or in global missions. But this Sunday, we're going to have a special day where we're going to have folks in the lobby and we're going to have lots of information for you and lots of people that will be there to answer your questions and help you get signed up to serve.
So what's that going to look like? They walk in the doors and what will they see in the lobby?
Well, you won't be able to miss us because we're going to have tables set up and there will be people to direct you where to go and big signs, and so you'll see. Yeah.
Okay, this will be great. And by the way, what are these things on the table?
Yeah, so we've got some swag, some MCC swag. So if you sign up to serve this Sunday, or if you request an appointment to talk to somebody to learn more about serving, either of those things, we'll give you some free swag. We've got hats, we've got t-shirts, and we've got this really cool water cup.
Bribery.
Bribery is
I love it.
Always a good thing.
Also a high value here at MCC. So as I was thinking about this Sunday, there's this story that comes out of World War II that I love. It's about a little kid named Bobby Hill who lived in Italy. His dad was a sergeant with the Allied forces, and Bobby read this book about Albert Schweitzer and his medical mission in Africa. And he was so impressed with what he read that he wanted to do something to help. So he went to the PX and he bought a bottle of aspirin. And then he sent that bottle of aspirin to Lieutenant General Richard Lindsay, who was the commander of the Allied forces in Southern Europe. And he sent a letter with it saying, if any of your planes are flying over Africa, could they parachute this aspirin down to help Dr. Schweitzer, which I think is hilarious.
Wow.
General Lindsay received the aspirin, was moved by what the guy wanted to do, told some of his friends about the boy's letter. Somehow a radio station picked it up and they broadcast it to everyone. And people began to respond by sending contributions for the medical mission. And the Italian and French Air Forces ended up free of charge providing the airplanes. And when all said was done, back in the 1940s, $400,000 worth of medical supplies were collected and flown to Albert Schweitzer in Africa. Schweitzer would later say, I never dreamed that a little boy with a bottle of aspirin could do so much. Which makes me wonder, of course, what we could do with the little that we have. If you make yourself available to God, and I hope you will. And listen, we chose this Sunday to be Serve Sunday because of how Paul ends his letter to the church in Rome. And if you've read the last chapter of Romans, my guess is that you may be wondering, as you read through it, what in the world are we going to say about all those names? Man, it's easy to skip over lists of names. I don't know about you, but sometimes I've skipped over genealogies or some of those lists in the Old Testament. And at the end of maybe even this letter, you've skipped that. Well, this Sunday, you're going to get to meet them and find out why they are so important to Paul. And you'll also find out why you're so important to what God is doing in and through MCC. And you'll find out why this Sunday has been chosen to be Serve Sunday and what it has to do with what Paul is showing us. So, whether you're here on campus or here online with us, I'm looking forward to sharing that with you.